Jennifer Coolidge might just be the real-life version of her White Lotus character, Tanya McQuoid. She's got everything, except for love. Life imitating art? Maybe. The actress has been refreshingly honest about why she never got married or had kids. And let's just say she's got some thoughts. "I've never found anyone quite right for myself. I haven't found the love of my life," she admitted. And it turns out, being a successful woman in Hollywood hasn't made dating any easier. She once pointed out that some men get intimidated by her career, saying, "Their perception of your life is so much bigger and better than what it really is. They somehow project a bunch of onto you." And let's be real, if someone is scared off by Jennifer's confidence and success, they're probably not worth her time anyway.
I am a very appealing person.
But it's not just about how others see her. Jennifer also knows what she wants in a partner, and she hasn't found it yet. "I've never had a laid-back boyfriend that was just full of joy, someone who laughs at all your shortcomings," she shared. And Jennifer totally deserves someone like that. And because she's Jennifer Coolidge, she once shared a hilariously tragic dating update. When asked at the 2022 Emmys if she had her eye on anyone, she said, "Well, I was very excited about somebody, I can't say their name, but I found out today he's dead." That's certainly one way to find out it's not meant to be.
Have you ever slid into anyone else's DMs?
Yeah. Can't talk about it because he's in jail.
By 2023, she was a little more reflective. Coolidge told Page Six, "I live a secluded life in New Orleans, and I only know the people I meet on the job and my friends from the groundlings.
I was never invited to one party on my hill, and now everyone's inviting me."
And then she dropped the real talk. "I think I made some bad decisions. It makes you insecure and you don't think you're great." Honestly, that kind of vulnerability just makes Jennifer even more relatable.
It's just been a series of very bad decisions.
Coolidge has also reflected on how chasing the wrong men distracted her from her career. "I wanted this guy that I was obsessed with, so I went completely off track."
I was always trying to win over other people instead of just taking care of business.
And looking back, Jennifer regrets it. She admitted to wasting years on guys who weren't emotionally available or, worse, actively disliked women. Jennifer, we need names.
You hate me, don't you?
Shut up. I
No,
do
you
not.
do.
No, I don't.
No, I think you do. You know what? I'm paying attention.
But here's the thing. Jennifer knows she deserves better. She joked that maybe she should just pack up and move to Europe, where men supposedly appreciate older women more. "It's not the American fantasy," she said, "but lots of European films are about young guys with an older woman. I think I have to go overseas then."
I have to say, I was in Europe and everyone kept coming over to me saying I loved White Lotus. So I guess White Lotus really made it around the world. So that's cool too.
And when it comes to kids, Jennifer has kept it real, saying she never felt ready to be a parent. "I'm very, very immature. I think that has kept me from having children because I'm sort of a child." Ironically, realizing you're not ready is actually the most mature thing to do. As for her dating history, Jennifer prefers to keep things private, but there are a few relationships we do know about. One of the most notable was her romance with Chris Kattan. If this is the first you've heard of the comedic actors dating, you're not alone. Jennifer Coolidge, especially, is fiercely protective of her personal life, with very little information about any past or current partners available. Yet Chris and Jennifer make perfect sense as a couple. Both are known for their larger-than-life personalities and their hilarious character sketches. But the possible reason behind the two actor breakup is anything but funny. Rumors of Coolidge and Kattan's romance first started circulating in the early 2000s. Then Chris confirmed the two were involved when he published his 2019 memoir, Baby, Don't Hurt Me.
And it's really good. It took me like 6 years to write, and it's great. It's come out fantastic.
In addition to behind-the-scenes stories and hot gossip from his Saturday Night Live days, he also admits to falling for Coolidge pretty hard. Jennifer Coolidge was a tall, messy, sexy, tough, charmingly crass Boston native bombshell. But this didn't stop me from crushing on her, he gushed, describing the blonde beauty. The two soon embarked on a steamy romance. They were even thought to be married. Yep, you heard that correctly. Rumors were circulating at the time that the couple exchanged vows in an intimate wedding ceremony in front of their closest friends and family. However, except that the theory was widely disseminated, there is little proof this was the case. Although Chris doesn't go into great detail about their relationship in his memoir, it sounds like it hit a rough patch towards the end. In what came to be one of the more infamous sections of his memoir, as reported by AV Club, Kattan detailed how a request from someone in a position of power threatened to bring the end to their relationship. In his memoir, he describes their status as deteriorating when he was filming A Night at the Roxbury, a movie based on his famous SNL sketch with Will Ferrell. Interestingly, and alarmingly, it appears that this film might be what eventually led to his split from Coolidge. In a shocking twist, Chris revealed that SNL's creator and producer Lorne Michaels pressured him into starting a physical relationship with Amy Heckerling, who was at that point attached to direct.
We were trying to get Amy Heckerling to do the film, and Lorne Michaels was producing. And there was just a point where I basically got into a relationship with Amy Heckerling.
Stories about Lorne Michaels' intimidating influence and prickly personality have been around as long as SNL has been on the air. Still, an excerpt from the actor's memoir paints a particularly damning picture of the powerful comedy producer. Paramount would only do the movie if Amy signed on as director. If I wanted to make sure the movie happened, I had to keep Amy happy, Kattan writes, describing how Michaels was furious with him the day after he initially refused Heckerling's advances. The actor decided not to tell anyone about the incident, which he claims put an untenable strain on his already fraying relationship with then-girlfriend Jennifer Coolidge and his friendship with Will Ferrell. Though he maintains the encounter was consensual, the familiar power dynamics are present. I was attracted to Amy, Kattan writes, but at the same time, very afraid of the power she and Lorne wielded over my career. In the end, Amy Heckerling signed on as a producer, and the film turned out to be a critical bomb. Lorne and Heckerling have never publicly commented on the story. As for Coolidge, she continues to keep her private life private. Chris Kattan has had a string of high-profile romances onwards. As for Coolidge, theories about her love life have circulated for years but have never been confirmed. She hilariously revealed to Kelly Clarkson that she once pretended to be a twin so she could date two men who lived in the same area at the same time. Quite a few years back, I did come to Kauai. When you come and you're on vacation alone, you can kind of create anything you want. I ended up meeting these two guys that were best friends, and I liked them both. And so I told them that I had an identical twin, and I dated both guys for 2 weeks. After Kelly Clarkson threw her head back in laughter and called the sneaky plan exhausting, Jennifer said that she only got away with it because of her age. I don't know if I would have the guts to do that now, but at the time, it really was sort of a great decision, she said. You know, when you're younger, you can just about get away with anything. A private person, Jennifer isn't averse to dropping small clues about her personal life in interviews with the media. In 2013, she told The Guardian that American Pie might have subtly seeped into her romantic life as she took up a newly found interest in dating younger men after working on the movie. I really dated younger men for the next 10-15 years, she said. Jennifer further revealed that she was dating someone younger than her, but she didn't want to reveal his identity as he might be unable to handle it.
I do remember I was with a young guy, but I didn't ask him his age. He was very young,
Right.
and I was very old.
She also touched on the topic during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen in 2020. I have to say, the movie has helped me out in a lot of ways. Even as there's always someone who has seen that movie lately, and so then you get a whole new group of young guys. I'm single, so I'm really using it to my advantage. Overall, the legendary actress doesn't seem to be too intent on pursuing public relationships. Instead, she frequently makes red carpet appearances by herself and mostly posts about work on social media. Over the years, numerous fan theories have emerged about fellow comedians she may have married and stars she could have dated. One unproven theory holds that Jennifer married a man named Tom Mahoney a while ago. Others believe they are, or were, dating. In the past, there were rumors that Coolidge would get married soon. In her Instagram post, Jennifer was spotted with a ring on her ring finger, which looked like a wedding ring. However, she didn't make any announcement, which drove people to conclude that the ring might be fancy, but it's not a wedding ring. In her Vulture interview, Jennifer confirmed she is single, but she's a romantic at heart. I don't want this to be the end of my life and my romance and all that, she said. But I don't know how people do it anymore. Sometimes I feel like you got this good little thing going once in a while with somebody. You get too much permission to, be you. The thing dissolves pretty quick. And that's all we have for you today, Juicers. As always, thanks for choosing us. Spread the word and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more celebrity love stories. Be well and be kind.